All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. We are heading out this morning. We have an adventure. Yes, we are heading out to Dominion Raceway and Entertainment because today is the day of our luncheon. As you can see, I had to come out here and wash Project Hot Pepper off because the pollen is just vicious right now. So yeah, it's going to be probably all back on every time we get where we're going, but I figured I'd rinse it off so it would be presentable at least while we head down to the track. Okay guys, we are heading to Dominion Raceway and Entertainment, and we are going on the route that we will be traveling on the day of the Maverick Meetup. Now let's clarify some things about the Maverick Meetup. On April 23rd, we will be meeting at the Weiss Market at 10871, I believe, Tidewater Trail. I posted that in the last couple of videos, as well as I will post it at the end of this video. Now, we will be meeting at Weiss Market at 2:30. That is the beginning of our Maverick Meet. We will be at the Tidewater Trail Weiss Market parking lot, where we will all gather. We'll have some food. We'll be able to, just get out, talk to each other, and enjoy the day. Now, at approximately 3:30, 1 hour after that, we will be heading down to Dominion Raceway. That is the agenda. Now, if you intend to participate in the track attack, you can still sign up. As a matter of fact, I may have some exciting news about that at the end of this video, so stay tuned to the end. So at 3:30, then all those who are participating or even not, you'll be able to pull in on the paddock and watch the other folks who will be participating in the track attack. Whether you want to participate in the track attack or not, you are certainly welcome at the track. It is a beautiful place, a nice place for us to gather, and we'll talk Maverick talk. I don't know about you guys, but I get a lot of flack from folks who do not understand what a Maverick is, and it's mostly people who have bigger trucks. And some people who have bigger trucks, their trucks really aren't that much bigger. They just think that they are because their trucks take up a lot of space. And some of you guys will understand what I'm talking about, because if you have driven your Maverick around as I have, you have come to understand that the Maverick looks very, I'm sorry, we'll get this camera straightened out. While the Maverick looks very small in appearance, it actually has as much room on the inside as most so-called mid-sized trucks do right now. And it's way bigger on the inside than those trucks that used to be called small trucks, mini trucks, whatever. So you guys, this is your opportunity to support all those guys who are just like you, who need a truck, who need an SUV, who want a truck but don't really need a big truck. That's who we are. And there's a ton of you guys out there, because when I first started this channel, everybody was waiting to get their Maverick. Everyone was excited. I did all kinds of videos on the things of liking and disliking, and you still ran and bought a Maverick. Most people that I have talked to, now there are always going to be a few who do not. Most people who have purchased their Maverick love their Maverick. It is exactly what it's supposed to be. Have we had a few niches along the way? Sure, we had a few recalls and things like that, but for me, if I had it to do all over again, I would still buy my Ford Maverick. Now this road that we're going down is the road that we'll be going down on April 23rd. It's got some dins and winds in it, but it's a really nice road. As a matter of fact, if you have lowered your Maverick like I have, this is the road you want to get on and really enjoy how this Maverick really goes through the turns. So we're heading there. I'll get back with you in just a minute, but I'm gonna turn the camera around so you guys can see what these turns look like and feel like in the Maverick. She hangs in the curves now, baby. I'm enjoying this. I used to ride this road in my Mach 1, and boy, is it fun when you have a vehicle that handles. I remember getting out of my first track attack when I had my Mach 1, and I came down this road on the way home, and I had to really check myself, because after you've been on the track, you'll be more confident in your abilities to take the turns at speeds that would ordinarily make you nervous. In the right vehicle, of course. And man, I got out of that track attack and I came down these roads and I was like, oh, whoa, wait a minute, hold up. You're not on the track anymore, dude. You got to slow it down. So, yeah. Definitely a fun road, and this is the road that we'll be traveling on. So, that's about all I'm going to tell you guys for now. We'll get back to you as soon as we get to the track. Okay, here we are at Dominion Motor Speedway and Entertainment. Just inside the door, we go through and there is a stage room where different groups are coming. There are plenty of things happening down here at the raceway.
Night, which is Cowboy Mouth. We'll have a couple other concerts this month, which are mostly tribute bands, rock and roll. We do some country in here. We do some other folks in here. Carbon Leaf has been here, which is like a kind of undefined. It's not country, it's not rock, it's just kind of whatever it is. Very well attended. We also do trainings in here, so we have a training in here in April for 500 people. They'll have screens on the stage. We had banquets in here for about 225 to 250 round tables with linens, and we use the red chairs. We do some other things in here. There's some other entertainment stuff that we do in here. There's been a professional boxing match in here. There's been a fashion show in here. There was an MMA fight here in February, and the same group is returning May 6th. There's been midget wrestling in here, more than one track racing on Saturday night. They come up, get food, beverages, go back out. Living room setting over here, small stage here. If we have like one person or maybe two people playing music or DJ, they use a small stage. If they're too small, they'll be on the stage downstairs. Party deck outside, that's mostly a racing thing. And obviously all this overlooks the racetrack. Pizza stage is without competition, we have to walk back to either. Full bar, which goes through the first floor, second floor, third floor, grandstands, and can be transferred to the open track. So here people can't bring in outside alcohol, and the key take alcohol to the bar. Other than that, it's free flow, beer, wine, liquor, champagne, or wherever they go. There's a full kitchen where lunch is going to come from, with all the ovens and kitchen equipment that a commercial restaurant would have. Probably going to have a couple of cars practice shortly, so maybe we'll see some.
If we don't see them, we'll definitely hear them.
just fill them with shoes and fill them with shoes and fill them with shoes, and then somehow they get them to where they're supposed to go. So that's June, it's actually June 9th and June 10th. So everybody's got the shoes they want to wear. That's the time. It's very important.
Yes, they have a beautiful gift shop where you can buy all your racing apparel when you come to the track.
We'll be able to see a lot more from here. Can you keep?
No, I got it.
Okay.
Just got find it.
So a couple things. When you came down Dominion Raceway Avenue and you turned right into the track, if you had not turned right and gone right to the end of the road, it's a dead end cul-de-sac, and that's where the Dominion Luxe garages are. So the beginning of the complex is built. It's got the common area, the self-service wash bay, the self-service mechanics bay with a lift, the first 8 garages, and then we will build them out as we sell them, and I think at the end of the day, it's supposed to be like 160 garages. Now, if you put 2 of them together, that's 2 to us. Maybe 1 to you, but it's 2 to us. So this is the end of the road if somebody wants to see that. We're going to make it. Actually, Chapel Hart was here the other week. They signed up there. I guess somebody got a step ladder because they're little bitty girls. If anybody's familiar with the AGT, America's Got Talent, they were off one of the television shows. There's AG Hospitality Suite, and then I'll explain that in a minute. This is for this year, the Alcoa Mortgage Hospitality Suite. They bought this out for the year, which is 25 race events, and they use it for a couple other things. It's heated, it's air conditioned, the windows open if you like. It's got a refrigerator in here. We do put food service in here if requested. If they don't want food, we don't put it in here. ABC license applies to all this whole floor. We call it a 16-person suite because that's what it seats. Out to groups, families, or whoever takes a suite. That's the only people in it. This will be a ticketed space. It'll have a counter here with these high top chairs. People will see the race. The windows do open there. It is climate controlled. That will be a full bar, and there'll be a pool table in there, and there will be a seating area in there. Then there'll be some other amenities in there. That's why there's all this blue tape on the floor. Everywhere you see tape, there's a thing.
Yeah, that was kind of my fault. Where the magic happens, right?
Well, yes, on Saturdays anyway. So this, like everything else, is a number of things to a number of people. This is our announcer's booth for Saturday night racing. This is race control, so there are normally 5 NASCAR officials here with more computers because they have timing and scoring, so they actually bring laptops and there's more computers. This is audio visual, so this is the big screen, Jumbotron, this is sound, and then that camera is trained on victory of the Alcoa Mortgage Suite. It's just the same suite on this side. And then we have 2 unfinished spaces over here, which are supposed to be suites like this. Right now it's set up as a photo booth because at the beginning of the season we take headshots of all the race car drivers for the big screen. So they came in this week and they'll come in this week too to get their pictures taken, and then once they're done with that, they'll take all that down. So this is, although Alcoa is leased out for the year, this gets leased out to families, to groups, to companies, to whoever wants to be in. Are you scared?
No, I'm not scared.
Okay. Did we lose anybody?
No, we're all good.
Okay.
Just figure out a way out here.
So this, like everything else, is a number of different things. This is the green room. So this is where the bands come before they play and after they play. So the theory here is that the people that come into the Groove Music Hall came in the way that you come in. They come into the music hall and sit in the chairs or stand or whatever. The bands come in from this end. They load in from the back end, and then they come up this back elevator and they come in here, and this is where they're here. So we're able to keep the fans and the bands separated. We do use this for meetings. We have people lease this out for groups of 6 to 8. We do put food in here if they request it, because every space here is leasable. So this is leasable. Their boardroom's leasable. 118 people lease it out.
Window.
So as I mentioned when we were in the green room, this is the champion suite, as it says on the door. This is probably the most used room in the building, and this is why. So on a Saturday night, this is a hospitality suite for about 40 people. Those chairs are supposed to be there. So we had an event Sunday, so I guess they decided to move those chairs there. But anyway, those are normally here for oval track racing. here you can see almost the entire road course. So you see the front stretch of the road course right here, or the straight stretch, all the way down to the tree line, all the way around to where that tent is, that's a corner worker, all the way back around here, back within itself, back up this tree line, all the way up, it goes to the hotel, it makes a left, it goes underneath the Mary Washington Healthcare Bridge y'all crossed when you came in, it comes back around turn 12 and back down the straight stretch where he was. This is also where we do Friday night streetcar drag racing. You may see some of the cones still set up from Friday night, although we got rained out. So from here, road course people like to have meetings in here because they can see the whole road course. There's a television here, they can do a PowerPoint presentation on the computer. Oval track people like the fact they can see over here. The Sunday event was motorcycle drag racing, so that's maybe why they moved the tables. Double wide construction trailer, so it's much bigger inside than it looks. We do lease that out from time to time, but most of the people want to be in the building. We can cater it, but most people want to be in the building. From here, we might see a little bit of practice. From here, you can see the rest of the road course. You see a lot of the advertising, some of which we're still putting up. They'll be running for NASCAR National Championship this year. They missed last year by about 3 points. And lost to a guy that also raced here that night. So
It's the same team.
he's got 2 cars. So one is his primary car, which I think is that one. And then one is a secondary car, so it's a backup car because they got enough money to do that. And there are times that they'll put another driver in the back. The more cars that are in the race, the more points they receive. These guys are from Danville.
I thought I saw Danville.
Yeah, they're from Danville because they race at South Boswell. These people are from Richmond. Most of the racers from here will come from about a 3-hour radius, unless they have a special reason to come, like points. 3 hours is about it. You got to tow all this stuff up here. You got to stay at a hotel. You got to tow it all back. So, Northern North Carolina, anywhere in Virginia.
South Boston.
Saturday night. They South Boston. I didn't see him out there.
Did the road course drivers club folks have accidents?
Sometimes.
Let's say they have. No, it's not an accident real quick. Let's say they run off.
Okay.
So traditionally, we run this in run groups. So you have your novice, or you have your intermediate, or you have a guy that's owned a Ferrari for 30 years and he's experienced. So we do run them in run groups.
Okay.
But traditionally, with that many cars on the track, what they'll do is they'll run off, and we'll either flag that corner, or we'll make them all stop and red flag the whole track if we have to tow them back on the track. But they traditionally don't hit anything. We've had a couple incidents right down here in turn 1 because they get a lot of speed, and then they get down there and they don't realize they have to make that left-hand turn, and it's an entire barrier. But the car survives through the entire barrier.
Okay. Yeah, because I didn't see an active ambulance or fire truck. I see the fire truck today.
Fire trucks here. We do have an ambulance here when we're racing. There's certain times when we are required to have an ambulance here.
Some of them, I noticed they were really hitting the brakes down there. A few minutes ago.
Yeah.
Can I just bring my home civic out here?
Yep.
That they would put you in it wasn't very big, but we're supposed to have that as well. Is that anything that you add affects the operational road course? Because they don't like other stuff. Like we run the oval track, but like if you put something over here, if you put a carnival over here, it really bothers them because they're trying to concentrate. And so the road course is used so much, and it's cars, they're not full-size stock cars. They're cars like the little black car over here. It says FOE on the side. So the 4-cylinder cars. What they do is they go out, and it is a race, and there is a trophy, but it's an
Okay, guys, so sign up for the track attack, and I'm going to give you some incentive. The first 2 Mavericks that sign up for the track attack, I will cover their entry fee. But you must sign up and show up to race on Sunday, April 23rd. Okay guys, here's another sneak peek. I did tell you guys there was another car coming to the channel, and here is another sneak peek. And yes, my wife is going to kill me.